Okay, here we go with my spotty ass face. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Don't know why I do that every time. Anyway, it has been a hot minute since I filmed a video and I really want to get back into it. My skin is not the greatest at the moment, to be honest with you, but I'm really craving filming a YouTube video. Anyway, so if you are new around here, welcome. Hi, how are you? My name is of course Callum. Welcome to Cal's World. But do remember to subscribe, click the notification bell so you know when I upload my next new video. If you're not new around here, hi, welcome back. It's good to see you again after a long time. I think I'm changing it to Friday just because it's easier generally, but we'll see. I'll upload as regularly as I can. Just with work, I'll explain a few things, I'll get into it, but while we get into all of that, why don't we just go ahead and go into the video. I don't know why I'm doing this. Yes, again, my hair is too long and the hairdressers are all shut, so I can't get my hair cut. That's what's happening. Thanks, COVID. Here's to 2021 jokes. It's getting so good. Let's get into it. Roll the intro. Why am I pointing like this way? So the intro is gonna like appear here. It's gonna like go over you. Oh my god. Balls. So happy new year. It should be January 1st if I get this up on the right time. If it's not, it'll probably be January 8th. Happy New Year, welcome to 2021. And the new COVID variant is everywhere in the world. Thanks, UK. Jokes. We're gonna do quite like a neutral on top eye and like neons or something in the middle. It'll make sense in a bit. We're gonna try that. I'm gonna go in with my Makeup Obsession. What is this? Makeup Obsession. Brow goals. Doesn't even say on it. Applicator. Oh, it's done. I've got another one as a backup, which is fine. Brow goals in dark brown. This is the darkest shade they have and it goes with me very well. We're going to go ahead and we're going to basically draw a line on the bottom of my brows. You don't need to make it neat, you're going to clean it up, you know? So, now what we do, I don't know, I can't actually remember if I've done this before on my channel, I don't think I have. So now what I do, I learned this from Michaela, who on TikTok, it's a massive TikToker now. If you haven't been here before, this is my landlord, so they're extremely loud. Just a nice small little flicks all the way up from the base. Like this, flicking them out. Patrick Tab, this is new. It's not new, but it's new on the channel. I haven't featured it. I've been using it for a while now. Just like my boy brows. Setting spray. Good old like scrape in the pan. And then we put it through my brows. Hurrah and hurry. And we just spike them up basically because I feel like they just end up looking better. So you've seen that. I won't do the other brow for now. I will obviously do it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my MAC Studio Finish concealer in NW20. And I go in with my Lease 7072 brush and I clean it up. Probably about the halfway mark to start. And we'll tap in with my ring finger like I usually do. So that is my eyebrow routine now. I'm gonna go off camera, do this eye, and I'm actually gonna do this full eye for you so we can just do this eye fully together. So I'll be back in a little bit. So yeah, I'll see you with one eye done and then we'll do the other look together. Do it. Okay, hi. So first of all, I didn't like the way I did my eyebrows. I did exactly the same thing, I just did it better. So I did them off camera again and I'd clearly done my eye. I know I said I was gonna go for something like neutral-ish. Not neutral, neutral on the top, which I have done, and then like neons, but I really wanted to use this palette. And it is the Beauty Bay Book of Magic palette, and I tell you what, from what I've used of this, it's so good. The black is good, the colours that I've used are good, they blend really easily. What I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna prime with eyelid. I'm just gonna go in with the NW20 Studio Finish concealer, and with just a random fluffy brush and just stippling this out. So, okay. I'm going to use masking tape just because it's not as sticky as normal tape. So, right, we'll go with that for now. Firstly, what I did was I went in with my KVD Vegan Beauty tattoo liner and I took the liner, like you can see it starts just about here, so just past like the middle of where my pupil is. I went in with this middle eyelash, started the wing and pulled it out all the way to the edge, like so. And then all we're gonna do is fill in the gap, which is pretty simple. It's pretty black, this liner, which is good. I've been liking like winged looks, like actually doing liner recently, which is nice. Okay, we'll go with that. So I'm gonna go in with one of my favourite brushes recently, and this is an M149. Looks a little bit like this. It's from Morphe, and we'll take the palette, and we're gonna go into the shade Manifest, which is this kind of like dark brown here. And what I'm gonna do is gonna go from like the out part of this wing, and just start creating like the bottom layer shape, basically. These shades don't have that much kick up in the pan. They're very hard pressed, but it's not like they don't perform well. They perform very well. M507 M507 back in with the same brown shade, Manifest, and we'll just go over the top, and we will start to just buff this out along the edges, just so we start to get a bigger shape. Now that I have that down, we're gonna do two different brushes with this shade. The first one is a little bit more of a dense brush to put it on with, and I'm going with a fluffier one in a second. But we're gonna go in with the shade, another nude Amulet. And then we're just gonna go half on, half off like we usually do, and start brushing all the way around now. These shadows are performing exceptionally well. They perform really well, they're really pigmented, and they blend really easily. Like I said, done with that one. These are like, they're MSQ brushes. I get them off Amazon. They're good, like they're decent enough, they're cheap, to be honest with you. They apply the shadows well. Yeah, so it's good. This is just a little bit more of a fluffier one, just to kind of diffuse a little bit of the edges on this, just so it's not opaque, but like, it's good. Back in with this M507 and a little bit of the shade Manifest, that darker brown. Tapping off excess, just this very little. And going back in, just bringing the shade up again, so that like you can start to blend the two together, so you get like that dark shape as well. It's not, because although this is like a harsh line at the bottom, this will all be cut and stuff, like the cut crease will go in and it'll look better. So just trying to blend these two shades together a little bit more. And with an M456, we're gonna take the shade Vanish now. This is this one here. So I'm just gonna go around the outsides with this shade, building up quite a bit, just to give a little bit more of like it's kind of like a yellowish neutral, which goes well because like these are all kind of like warmer neutrals. Take some of the black, and what we'll now do is, I'll do a little bit just now, but as we'll start to kind of like pack it on and pull it out, just so that and we'll just angle this up a little bit more. There we go. Is this M507 that we used the first shade on, and then so we'll start to just pull this along where that dark brown shade was, out and along the crease, just so it starts to blend a little bit more. And there you have it. Start to kind of get like a nice pulled out. Second brush, second shade on the outside. Pulling it in. We're not going to do much work right now. Third brush, third shade. Like that. Ta-da. Now, Q-tip. I like the pointed ones. Okay, now, ABH primer. I like this, my P. Louise 7072 brush. Love this, like I said earlier. To go in and just start to cut the crease. See how it goes. Okay, now for the fun part. So I'm going to go into the shade Elixir, which is a light blue right here. I'm going to place this shade down first. I kind of do a weird order of things. So I do this shade first here, right in the inner corner. I'm going up and around edges. You can see that by the end of it, I only get this right in the inner corner. But shade Sorcery, which is this lighter purple here. Going into this. And going beside it, not over the top of it, but just beside it a little bit, and just with the excess of what's left, filling it on top. Taking the same brush, and we're going to go into the into the shade Voodoo, which is this dark, the deepest purple as in the palette. It's lovely, I have to say. So going in here, I'm placing this on this last like outer portion and onto the black. We start off with an M507. This is from the Pride collection, first time for the first year. Taking a little bit of Voodoo, the shade we just used, and going over the top of that second purple shade. Just back and forth over the top. We're not going to worry about the black at the moment, I'll get to that in a sec. But back and forth like this, over the shade. Over and over, over, back and over, back and over, back and over, back and forth. Would be the English word, Callum. I'm going to take the shade Sorcery on that same brush and just blend the two shades together a little bit more. This is a JS13. And I'm going to take the shade, first of all, Trick, which is a darker blue. This one here. And I started placing that kind of like on top of where the purple and the blue were meeting. And I thought, oh, this will do the trick. This will make it work. Okay, we're just going to try this dark one. This is the shade Cursed. Is it Cursed? Yeah, Cursed. This is a lovely blue, I do have to say. It's lovely. So then we take that shade, and then I start placing that on top, like so, half on top of that other blue, and this blue, and then we get this. And I was like, oh, it's starting to come together now. May not look like it at the moment, but that's how I felt last time. So now, taking the black and that Luxie brush, I'm gonna start going in towards that deep purple shade. 507 we use for that light purple shade, going back and forth, just making sure that it's still there, just going between the blue and the dark purple here. Yeah, I think we're somewhat there. Nearly, not fully. Okay, let's move on to face and let's talk. So, what are we doing? We're gonna take my Hydra Fixx primer from XX Revolution. Taking it on my finger, putting it on my face, because that's where it needs to be. And there was no fallout whatsoever from any of those shades, by the way. No fallout whatsoever. I really like that palette. I really like the colours in it. Just like blue and purple, it's so nice. And I haven't used the shimmers, but the shimmers in it are amazing, apparently. What are we going to do for foundation? What shall we do for foundation today? Decisions. Where am I going with my ABH? I've not used that in so long. So long, actually. Okay, I'm taking this, like, I've had this for so long. I've had this since I started doing makeup, actually. This brush. I'm going to take this small stippling brush, basically, and start stippling this all over my face. So, where have I been? I have been bloody well working. That's what I've been doing. I kept doing my YouTube channel for a while once I started working, which was August 14th, I think. So I was still doing it while I was working. But after a while of starting working, I really wasn't in a good headspace, mentally. So my mental health really wasn't great. And I wasn't ready for coming back, to be honest with you. I had expectations of what it would be like, and it was not those. My expectations were too high of myself, of what I would expect of myself. And it wasn't fair for me to put those expectations on myself, really. To be honest with you, I got really upset with myself. I got injured, not because I like pushed myself too much or anything like that. I just got injured for some reason. Like I had a cyst in my foot, which is gone now. Well, comes back now and then, but it was really bad then. And yeah, I was really not ready to come back. I didn't prepare myself for it anyway. I was, you know, I kind of said to myself, oh, you won't be as good as you were, hoping that I would surprise myself. And I was nowhere near where I was at, which is totally fine and totally okay, because I had 5 months off, do you know what I mean? But me, I was not happy at all with the outcome of that. I was like, absolutely not. And I hated myself, basically, because of it. And I gave myself a harder time than I ever needed to, which isn't great. In the dance world, you already get a hard enough time, like being there. Not a hard time, you don't get a hard time, you just need to work hard, you know, and a lot of stuff. So not going to be sappy, I'm not going to go on about it. Things happened. I took a break from this because I needed to focus on other things. Was my story of coming back to work. There's a lot more to it, but I'm not going to go into it because I don't want to. And also because there's no need to. This is a happy place. Okay, 1 second, I'll go get a sponge. Good. You know, there's not a lot. There's people out there in the world right now who are marking, so I feel very blessed to be in the position that I am in. That I am able to work. So, yes. Okay, foundation done. I'm gonna go in with my Pretty Fresh concealer from Colourpop in the shade Light 40N. I will also go in with another one. Just gonna put this down as the base for now. I'm gonna go in with this first, and I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush just to get underneath the eyes. I'm gonna go in with this Morphe, what is this? Morphe M173, and just stipple this under the eye just to get more like coverage out of it, and paint this in a diamond triangle, isosceles triangle shape. Yeah, I'm gonna go in with, let's see, I'm gonna go with my little bit of XX Revolution concealer and the shade C2. This is just that little bit lighter, just in the center here. So, what have I been up to? I have had a lot to do at work. We have been creating new stuff. We managed to perform in front of a live audience, which was amazing. No one thought that would ever happen this year, ever. So that was an amazing Tantour, and I'll take the brush that I went to do with concealer, but don't need to, which is this brush here. This is in the shade Light. We'll see how that works. If I need to put more on, I can put more on. I'm gonna take more contour. I'm gonna take the shade Amber in the Fenty Matchstix and just go to town with this basically. I'm gonna take a brush and do this out. What else did we do? We filmed a new nutcracker, a virtual nutcracker, which was amazing. We managed to do like our usual local participant thing, which was great. We had people who we had, I think, 70 kids do stuff, which was amazing. So it's all virtual, obviously. I'll link my video that I did bears with Marcio for, if you want to go check them out. They are good. So yeah, we're all very happy with that and the outcome of all that, actually. I'm gonna take the shade Butta Biscuit from the Fenty cream products and just go over the top and warm it up a little bit. So yeah, it was very good. I have done photo shoots with the amazing Colton West. I will put them on screen, and I will also leave the link to his Instagram below, and I will link his YouTube, all that stuff, all that good stuff that you need to be going, checking out, supporting local people. I've been doing lots, to be honest with you. I have been very busy. It's not like I've sat at home doing nothing. I'm gonna go in with cream blush now, and I'm gonna go in with, we'll go in with my Rare Beauty one, and we'll do this with a brush. Yeah, we'll go in with this brush here. This is like a one from Amazon, I don't know. And go and just start putting this in. Wow, I put a lot on, didn't I? Don't know what I was thinking. Sorry, this is the foundation brush. I'm just putting a little bit more foundation over the top just to help calm that down just a tiny little bit. Okay, same thing on the other side, unfortunately. We're gonna have to do that again. What's happening next? I have no idea, to be honest with you. We are going back to work a week today, actually. We're going back to work on the 5th of January. The students at the college, which we are like associated with, because the artistic director of our company is also the director of the college. So we are expected to, some of us are expected to teach, just to help with things, keep the amount of people that they need in the building to a minimum. I would love to start choreographing, to be honest with you. What I've been doing over the holidays is like sketching out my plan, to be honest with you, of what I want my piece to look like. So yeah. Okay, I can now take this headband off. Thank God for that. And work out my hair, let my hair relax a little bit. Jeez. Oh my God. Right, now, I'm gonna go in and do the lower lash line of this. So I'm gonna start with the black, just on the outer corner. Tapping off the excess. Just on the outer corner here. Bringing it down. Called Amulet. And then taking that probably from like here all the way into the inner corner basically. Okay, now taking a slightly like bigger brush, not by much though. Let's take a 9507 or Fixx 9507, that lighter shade that we used, and just brush around the outside of the whole thing. And I apologise for the loudness. Lower lash line done. We'll do the inner corner in a second, in a bit. Anyway, okay, so yeah, I like, work has been good. We've choreographed loads of new things. We choreographed a contemporary piece, which is like 3 couples. We are in the midst of finishing a 23-minute piece. We're about to start another full-length ballet. There's been a duet created. There's been another contemporary African piece created. Yeah, it's been good. Okie dokie. So for a contour, we're going to use this Roxy. It's like Roxasaurus, and it's a contour highlight palette from Revolution. We'll go with this. And they brush from Amazon. They're cheap. Get them. They're quite good. I've had them for so long. Going into this shade here for my contour. Taking it lightly on here. Just going like this. Chiseling it out again. Okay, now going into like one of my favourite palettes, to be honest with you, for bronzer is my, I mean I could use this for contour as well, I never thought of that. It's my Belgian Waffle from BH Cosmetic. This is like the perfect shade for bronzer for me. I go in with the same unnamed brush, same collection as the brush before, in the shade Buttermilk. In the pan. And just go on. Whoa. And it just does the right amount of job of just like warming up my face. That's what we're going to go with. Luminous from Milani. Morphe M405, going with this. And just... yes. Now highlighter. And we're going to use Benefit Cookie, which is like this. It's amazing. Best highlight anyone could ever own, to be honest with you. Let's go with my highlight brush. I'm going to go in with this one. And sit right here. So pretty. So pretty. It's M2222, same cookie shade, and I'm going to put this on. It's brow highlight. Brow bone highlight. You know me, this makes a look for me. This is my favourite part of the brows. Putting a brow bone highlight on. Oh my god, yes. Nose, tip of the nose, so. This, bridge of the nose. Just in the middle there. Absolutely. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add the inner corner highlight, and this is going to be the shade Moonlight, decided. So this one right here, this shimmer shade in the palette. I'm going to take a flat packing brush. This is from Amazon again. I'm going to wet this a little bit. Oh yes, that's it. Oh, there we go. Okay, lashes. And lashes are going to be, I think I know what they're going to be. That's not lashes, that's sponges. I don't know what these are. These are from Amazon, these ones. They come in a pack of 5. They're very big, they're very draggy. I personally love it. I think it's great. I don't know what time it is actually. I film on my phone, so I never know what time it is when I'm filming. Good. What me and Marcy been doing? We had Christmas, obviously. Merry Christmas. Hope it was good. I'm going to take the Duo brush on adhesive with, it's a dark one basically. I'm going to do my right one first. It goes on like navy blue and then goes black basically. Yeah, no, so I'm very happy. I'm in a very good place at the moment. I'm very, very happy, which is always great. So yeah. Okay, I'm going to start gluing this down now because I think it's been time. Yeah, we'll start gluing this down. So yeah, I'm looking forward to 2021, seeing what happens. Seeing when we will be able to perform again, which I don't think will be like in the next couple months. Very likely it'll be probably like end of summer. I'm like excited to like continue like working on new things. I hope I get the chance to choreograph, and all that kind of stuff, you know, like one can only hope. And I'm hoping for good things, I think. Regardless of what anyone says, like 2021 isn't going to shift dramatically due to COVID, like COVID is magically going to go away. But you know what, we make the most of what is around us and what the time we have here, so make the most of it. Don't like, yes we are living restrictions at the moment, but don't let that like define your year. Ultimately I'm very much happier now, and I want to be back on YouTube. I miss it very much, to be honest with you. I miss doing my makeup so much. I haven't really been doing it. But now that I feel like once I get this up and I feel like the momentum again, I want to do it more. And I'm going to try and save a lot more money this year. I don't think, I think for the first bit I was like, oh my god, I have a YouTube, I need to buy makeup all the time, and I don't. You know, okay, lip. I think I'm going to go with a neutral lip. Or, yeah, let's go with a neutral lip. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the lip that I've been liking for recently, just to show you guys. Okay, so this is I got this in my BoxyCharm. This is like it was like a trio of lip liners. This is the Beauty Vault lip liner, and this is in the shade Cozy Cura. So what I do is I stick a Q-tip like this, and I line my lips at first with this, like this. So now that I have that done, what I do is I go in with this Revolution Pro lipstick in the shade Real, I think. I go in with this. Done. Second spray, and we'll go in with my Shake and Glow from L'Oreal. So I like to put a lot of that on, as you can see. Should we do a glossy lip? Let's do a glossy lip. I feel like that would go with the rest of my face. Okay, yes, this is Fenty Glow lip gloss. So we're gonna go in. Oh, I love it, man. Just like, yes. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Oh my god, look at the highlight, like. Oh. Okay, let me just do that. Okay, so that's that done. One sec, I just want to do something before we go. Okay, so I added some Urban Decay Distortion gel liner, and oh my god, it takes it to the whole next level and it completes the look completely. Like, I wouldn't want it any other way. Let's say goodbyes and let's say thank you. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed. This is the finished look today. The only brand new thing that I used today was my Book of Magic palette from Beauty Bay. Beauty Bay released this, I don't know when, a few months ago, I think. And I picked it up on Black Friday. And I'm very happy that I did. I'm excited to try this a little bit more. The colours and the colour story are amazing. The mattes are amazing. This shimmer was incredible, so I'm excited to try it, the other shimmers. But overall, in my opinion, it's worth it. It's probably on sale at the moment, actually, maybe. I don't know, but it's cheap anyway. I know that for sure. So yes, I would go grab it if you can. The rest of the stuff you have seen before. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. Other than, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for coming back. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be back, and I'm hoping that now on a regular basis I can be back on YouTube, creating good looks, having fun with you guys, and all that crap, you know? Like, it's gonna be amazing. Like, thank you. Oh, I'm so happy to be back, and my makeup turned out so well. Oh, you don't know how happy this makes me. Oh, there we go. Done. Anyway, I will see you later. Much love to you all. Yeah.